On first down, it's Carson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1 yard.
The tackle made by Matt Ioannidis. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
DK Metcalf.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Wilson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
10 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
A gain of 22 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. We'll see what happens.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Seahawks.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick-6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up the screen to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that move's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Haskins flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They're running, right? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ready? Bring out, bring out, bring out, bring out.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
A gain of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Check 13. Check 13. Undercut. Hey, 0.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson snags it left side.
Complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Open man here, Sims complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3 bucks.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
I'm coming after you. Mike, check. 59. I'm coming after you. Alert. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 7.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Run the left. Watch one. Watch one. Back, back, back. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
To throw again is Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you kind of, exactly.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout
Gain of 18
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
14.
Again, Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Wilson's
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes this Washington 27. Seahawks 21.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Washington, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.